So the first thing I want to ask you about is this. So, Governor, you talk about just about everything in this book. I mean, from the plot to murder you, the pandemic, and you're still standing strong today. So tell us why release this book now?
Well, you know what, Carolyn, the question I get more than any is how do I stay positive and optimistic in such heavy times with all that I've had to navigate? Why did I want to run for a second term? Why do I keep showing up every day and feel like, so positive? And so I wanted to share a little bit of my philosophy. It's kind of a handbook. It's 10 things I've learned in my life, and I explain how I learned it and then how I've used it to help navigate the last 6 years. And so my goal is maybe there's a story in here that gives you a laugh at my expense. Maybe there's a lesson that I learned that helps you navigate something, or maybe it's just a little light reading in what I think is another heavy election cycle.
Wow, it's been amazing watching you navigate so many things through these tough times, especially as a woman. But Governor, I've talked to you before about a possible run for the White House. I know what you've answered, but today a lot of eyes are certainly on you, especially after President Biden had such a rough time during that first debate. If he was to step down, would you consider a run for the White House?
Listen, I'm not going to even go along that hypothetical with you. This president is determined to run for a second term. He's got my full support. And the timing of this book, it's so funny. People are asking, oh, the timing is so interesting. Well, you know what? It also coincides with Shark Week, which has a real reference in this book. In chapter 10, you learn a little bit about that famous Shark Week screw up that I had when I was getting ready for the last Democratic convention. So hopefully you'll get a laugh at that one.
We've gotten a laugh about a lot of things. I mean, even your personal notes in the book. I mean, talking about your grandma and talking about your ex-husband. Why did you decide to put so many personal things in there, especially about your family?
Well, you know what? I am the person that I am because of each of them has played an important role. I start off by talking about my grandma, Esther Whitmer, who lived in Pontiac, and she played a huge role in my life. We called her Nino, and she was an incredible person who always told us that even in the meanest person, you can find something good in them. Maybe they've got beautiful eyes. I talk a little bit about my grandma Gretchen, who told every one of us grandchildren that we were her favorite, and she would wink over our shoulder at whomever was looking on. So she let us in on the joke. And talk about my grandfather, Dana Whitmer, who was the superintendent of Pontiac schools during court-ordered busing and had the Ku Klux Klan threaten to kill him. And so I think that each of these stories tells you a little bit about people that had a big influence on my life that I learned something from, including my ex-husband, who we've got a fantastic relationship. And I include pictures of him and thanked him in my victory speech after the election. And that surprised a lot of people, but our kids are the most important thing. And that's why we've stayed close and we've become really good friends over the years.
Wow, I hope a lot of people learn that lesson from you. Speaking of your grandma, Nino, I think that's what you said. When you've had to deal with some mean things said by former President Trump, did you take anything from your grandma on how you navigated that so eloquently?
Well, I think, one of the chapters is, it's about dealing with bullies. And, when Donald Trump singled me out and called me the woman in Michigan, it was really depressing for me because I was worried that because he was thought that I was criticizing him, I observed that the federal government did not have a COVID strategy, and he took that personally. I was worried that he was going to punish us and withhold support for Michigan. And that was my biggest concern. I didn't care about the slight to me personally. But it was when people started showing up with that woman from Michigan's t-shirt saying, I stand with that woman. And it's when I really saw, okay, we've taken his weapon and kind of used it as our shield. We created a community, an Etsy community that benefited, but certainly the strength of women who were standing up and standing our ground and trying to do the right thing. And so I think that was a lesson. And I think both my grandmas were looking down and appreciating that, how I handled that, because it wasn't easy.
Beautiful. Let me ask you one other question about President Biden. I know you're the co-chair of his reelection campaign. What do you say to Michiganders who look at you and say, what's going on with President Biden?
President had a lousy debate. There's no question about it. No one is pushing back on that. It was. What we've seen from him since and prior to is a president that has shown up for the people of America. He has delivered. We've seen a resurgence of manufacturing, and that's good paying jobs. We've seen it here in Michigan. We've seen infrastructure, which, we're fixing the damn roads, thanks in a large part to the work that the president has done. The cost of insulin has dropped. He is fired up, and I've seen him in person at a meeting I had at the White House last week. I had a call with him this past weekend. He is absolutely determined, and I want people to know he's got our backs, and I'm going to continue to have his.
Beautiful. I heard you talk about your granddad and the KKK. I was shocked to hear you on The View today talking about some of the militiamen who threatened to kill you and your family. You want to meet with them and you want to learn from them. Tell me why.
I believe that we can always learn something, and I'm always going to try to, whether it is the reproductive freedom roundtables we did all across the state going into the last election, or it is sitting down with farmers in Midland. I talk a little bit about that in the book. I want to learn. I don't write anyone off, and even the people that were a part of that plot. There were a couple that cooperated with the government who have shown remorse. I'd love to sit with them and ask them, what brought people to that moment? Picking up guns and threatening to kill a governor is not a rational response to someone telling you to wear a mask and not go to work. What was really going on there? Is there something I can learn that'll help me be more empathetic or more inclusive in terms of the work that I do? And if there is, it's worth doing. And maybe the conversation won't yield anything of benefit. That's okay too, but I want to give it a shot.
Oh, wonderful. Last question for you, because I know I only had 10 minutes. A lot of people who have read your book have said it's funny, it shows your true grit, and it shows how you have overcome so many obstacles that you have been faced with. So what do you say to people when you say, hey, pick up my book, read it because
it's important to see one another as human beings. It's important to have a laugh or have a lesson or just have a little light reading in a heavy moment. That's what it's all about.
And it has sure been some heavy moments, and you have navigated them gracefully and with true grit, I must say. So one last question, and don't kick me off.
Okay.
What's next? I mean, I know I asked you about the White House, but if not the White House, then what?
Oh, Carolyn, I got 2.5 years to figure it out. And 2.5 years of work that I need to do for Michigan. So I'm not worried about what's next. It'll figure itself out. I got a job to do today, and I want to keep doing it every day until the last day I'm governor.
That's a good way to end this interview. Thank you so much for your time, Governor. I know you've been busy all day, so thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.